Hi, my name's Em and I'm hungry for snacks.
Yay.
Hey guys, I'm Matt,
I'm Em.
and this is Ep.5 Family, and today we are here at Warhammer World in Nottingham for my Christmas present that Emily got me, and I am super excited. Like, I've been collecting Warhammer since I was 7, 8 years old, and we're here today at Warhammer World. Obviously this is where the HQ for Games Workshop is based, the factory where like the miniatures are produced is based, and yeah, I'm just really looking forward to finally getting to look around this place. It's going to be a very fun day.
Just for context, the entire train journey over, he has been going, Warhammer World, Warhammer World. The train journey was best part of 2 hours, so I am very glad that we are here.
So yeah, should we go inside, have a look round? We're just going to admire this lovely Space Marine statue in the...
Also, look here.
Oh, we'll get onto the tank in a minute.
Admittedly, it does look a bit like a skip from the side.
So yeah,
see you on
let's
the
go
other side.
explore Warhammer World in Nottingham. And as you can see here, the first thing we are greeted to is this fabulous statue of a Space Marine. Absolutely fantastic. And next to it we have, as Em said, the skip. No, it's not a skip, it's a Space Marine Rhino.
Yeah, Space Marine MKI. Right, that's a Roman.
So like, yeah, it'd be Mark II. Space Marine Mark II Rhino. See, I was never into Space Marines myself. Like, I didn't get the hype.
What do you mean? You saw a guy cosplaying as one at Comic-Con, you completely freaked out.
No, I mean as in terms of collecting the miniatures, I never did Space Marines.
Okay.
I always went for the bad guys because I was a troubled child. Warhammer World, Warhammer World, Warhammer. So we started in the exhibition hall where we got some like proper old school Warhammer pieces here. That's incredible. Like, can you imagine playing this hobby back in the day, like when like the whole like miniature tabletop thing started? That's really cool. Obviously miniatures have come on a long time since then, like they've come a long way since then. But that's just absolutely fantastic. Like, looking at these must have been like some of the earliest Games Workshop miniatures. And even so, the detail is astounding on them. Just like proper nerding out here, but that's proper cool. So the majority of the dioramas in Warhammer World are designed and built by the Warhammer World studio team, a core team of 5.
Wow.
So there's only 5 of them that do all of these.
Take from 2 to 10 weeks, honestly, for 5 people's worth. That's insane.
So it looks like this first one's like a Warhammer Fantasy.
Tell me a bit about this, because I don't know much about Warhammer.
So this was like Warhammer Fantasy, so before there was Age of Sigmar, there was Fantasy. So it looks like orcs, the greenskins over here.
Okay.
Versus, I don't know if it was like, what they called, the Empire? I can't remember.
Yeah, the men of the Empire stood against them. Look at the little, are they dragons on top of the buildings?
Possibly.
This is so cool. So cool.
I always dreamed of having this many miniatures and making stuff like this.
That's the goal.
One thing that I would love Games Workshop to do is bring back the Tomb Kings, because like growing up they were my favourite army. Just like cool skeleton mummy people.
This is really cool. Like, I love the lore behind them. They just look so cool.
I would just love to have this many Nighthorn figures. Think of having
Incredible.
think of having a battle like that large, like taking like this many miniatures to your local Games Workshop.
How would you even begin?
You'd need a lot of boxes.
I love this, like the
Like the carriage.
yeah, shaped like a tomb. Not a tomb. What that was? Coffin. That's just amazing.
That is just something else. Like, people have told me that these dioramas are big, but I just never expected them to be this big.
5 people, 10 weeks. I can't get over that.
Yeah, the undead miniatures are probably my favourite out of the entire collection.
You reckon?
Yeah, 100%.
Aren't there ones that are like fairy tale inspired, or am I thinking of the wrong thing?
You're thinking of Malifaux?
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry to everyone, I've just offended everyone.
But I think like that'd be something cool that Games Workshop could incorporate, like a fairy tale themed.
I'd like that.
Force.
Like rims, kind of like dark fairy tale-esque. I think that'd be really cool. I think there'd be a lot you could do with that.
But yeah, the undead miniatures, like beautiful, but so finicky and so fiddly to put together. Absolute nightmare.
Oh, look at these guys.
Just so much detail goes into all of these dioramas, do you not think?
Like, there's like little critters in amongst all the trees and roots and stuff.
Which one's these? Are these like, I don't know the actual name of these guys, but they're like tree elves?
I really like these guys, but look at the little like, again, I don't know what they are. Like blue fairy fly type things.
Yeah, that is really, really cool.
So cool.
Hi, my name's Em and I'm hungry for snacks.
Hey.
So I think Emma's found her favourite diorama yet so far. And it's the water people, isn't it?
So cool.
What do you like about it?
Just, I love the ocean anyway. And any like folklore I love, but just, they're so beautiful. And look at their like giant turtle steeds. And you've got like a seahorse kind of looking guy, like literally a seahorse with a horn. Like what's, just incredible.
Can we just live here, Em?
Yeah.
You can paint them all and I can collect them all.
Okay.
Deal.
Make sure you get the little red dude.
Oh yeah, Em's favourite. Just over here in the corner.
Little red dude just chilling in the corner.
We need to name him.
What should we call him?
Steve. There he is, little Steve in the
Shout out to
corner.
Steve.
My guy. But like on the far side of the Age of Sigmar section, we've got this absolutely, I'm just going to step back to show you kind of the scale of it, huge battle going on between what looks like the Nurgle. I don't think it's it's not a battle actually, it's just them all lined up.
I'm trying to decide who I like the most. I like the little toes. Those guys are creepy with like the mouths in their tummies.
Like the Nurgles.
Is that what they are?
Yeah. But the detail that has just gone into making these displays is incredible. I'd love to work for Games Workshop. Games Workshop, if you're watching this, please give me a job. Thank you. Right, I think that is it for the Age of Sigmar area. So let's move into Exhibition Hall 2, which I think is where all the 40k stuff is. My personal favourites. Just everything in here, just the way it's all laid out, the way it's set up, just looks so epic. Just props to whoever just creates these sets and comes up with the ideas of what's going to go where and what is going to have its place in each of these dioramas, because they do such an incredible job. Even at the military formations just make you look like the miniatures are running somewhere. It's just so fast paced and so action packed. It's amazing. Got some proper old school Space Marine miniatures there, like proper from back in the day. Why, what have you found?
Oh my god. Look at this.
Oh, these like the original Space Marines. Oh wow.
They look like Mega Man.
Like I said, the miniatures have come on loads, but even the detail back then in 1987 was just...
They look so good.
Even these, like look at these guys.
85.
Absolutely crazy. Oh, these are like the original orcs as well, aren't they?
Late 80s, these guys.
Try to see if we can get better. Look at them. Little funny looking
simple,
guys.
but they're effective.
What army have you found?
The G.I. Joe army.
Point to them, where are they?
These guys.
These guys.
Loads of G.I. Joes.
The army of G.I. Joes. I don't think that's what they're called, but
Sorry.
what are they called?
Katachan Jungle Fighters.
We'll stick with G.I. Joe army, shall we?
Easier to say.
Like, Em will tell you, like, how much, like, one, I love military history, and two, how much I have, like, borderline OCD. But just seeing this, just the might of the Imperial Guard, just all these tanks lined up and all these miniatures lined up here, oh, it's just something to behold. You really need to come down to Warhammer World and check this out for yourself, because this is absolutely phenomenal to look at. I just can't put it into words how cool it is. Loving it. The battle for Angelus Prime, and as we look down on the observation deck here, oh my goodness. I'll get a better shot when I go downstairs, but just try to zoom in a bit. So it's got like sound effects and everything in here. No way did someone build this in 5 days,
That's 5 people and up to 10 weeks.
That's crazy.
I don't believe that. I just refuse to believe that.
Right, let's go have a closer look at the battle for Angelus Prime.
And look at this, like the dragon. And these, again, I don't know the names of it, like this demon dude smashing stuff up here.
There's the demon dude.
Him. Look at him.
Oh, in the tower?
Yeah. Are they Space Marines fighting him off?
Yeah, so it's Space Marines versus, it looks like Chaos Space Marines. But that is,
like the dragons and demons with the Chaos Space Marines.
there must be thousands of miniatures on here.
Easy.
Oh, that is just so cool. This is definitely the most impressive display that they've got here. This is like the bad boy, the OG Warhammer display.
I've never seen anything like
I've never seen anything like
that.
this before. Incredible. I can't put it into words. I just can't wait to see every nook and cranny of this particular diorama.
Everywhere you look, there is something going on.
Just like down to this bottom bit now, just thousands on thousands of miniatures making up this like chaos army. I'll tell you what, the sound effects in the background really make it as well. It is very atmospheric. Just never witnessed or seen anything like this before. This is definitely like a certain way to end the exhibition, isn't it? End on high. Oh, but then Em, look over here. There's just so much more going on over here as well. Just like once you think you've seen it all, there's just so much more to see.
I like this like bit under here, you can see under the bridge.
Under the bridge, well, what's going on? Oh, there's stuff going on under there as well.
It looks like these dragons look like mechanical.
That's
So incredible.
so cool. Definitely come to Warhammer World in Nottingham to check this out.
Yes.
And like, we thought that last diorama was the last one, but we've just got this gorgeous Eldar versus Tyranids display over the volcano and the lava. I love that lava effect. Love the epic music in the background as well, proper setting the scene for the day. Oh, wait a minute, Em's seen something. What is it?
It's just like, it literally looks like these guys are coming out of a portal.
Where? Ooh,
That's
Dark
so cool.
Eldar. These are like dark elves, space elves. And then What army's this?
G.I. Joe.
It's the G.I. Joe army. However, I think I have found my favourite display, because we all know my favourite 40k army is the Necrons. Like I said, I absolutely love all the undead armies, whether it's Age of Sigmar or 40k. But just this nice snowy terrain looks absolutely fantastic. Might pick up some Necrons later in the gift store. Been meaning to start the Necron army for ages now. So cool. Speaking of my love of Necrons, actually, they've got the display cabinet here for them. Take a few.
This is so cool. I feel like that's pretty much all I've been saying this entire way around. Like, I don't know what this is, but
I know,
it's
like,
really cool.
Drink every time Matt and Em says this is really cool. So cool. And there's so many different paint schemes that you can do the Necrons in. You can make them look like rusted and weathered. Like you can do the red stuff up there. More kind of like the traditional paint schemes over here. And this is one reason why I chose to do Necron, because they're so simple to paint compared to some of the others. I just want all of this for my collection. Can we just buy this cabinet, Em?
Yeah.
How much do you reckon?
Cost?
I reckon
Remortgage the house.
about £2,000, I reckon. Bye bye Necrons, I love you. So yeah, that was it for here at Warhammer World in Nottingham. It is a bit windy, isn't it? But we've had an amazing minute. So much done, and I know like you watch this vlog and you just hear, oh my god, that's so cool. It's so cool. But seriously, you just need to come down here for yourselves and just witness how amazing some of these dioramas and displays
what
are.
we have captured will not do it justice.
Not at all, not at all.
It is amazing, it's really, really good.
We just had a pint as well in Bugman's Bar, which was really good. A really nice, like, Warhammer themed bar, like tavern. Like those fantasy-esque stories that we all know and love.
We had a really cool menu as well. Like, everything had the name and then like a Warhammer name. Like, what was it? The fish.
The Iodith Deepkin fingers.
Deepkin
fingers.
Delicacy or something.
Instead
like
of fish fingers.
That was really cool, things like that.
It was incredible, but yeah, what we're going to do now is we've actually, we found online a really cool thing to do nearby, so we're not going to tell you too much about it, but you'll see it
I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
It's more my finger pads.
But I still love it.
I'm so excited that you guys, oh my gosh.
So, we're going to head across there
It's a knitting factory!
Yay! No, we're going to head across there now. It's starting to rain.
Wrap this up.
So yeah, thank you very much for tuning into this episode of 8-Bit Family. We'll leave you in front of this lovely gold statue from Age of Sigmar here at Warhammer World in Nottingham. And yeah, see you in the next Nottingham adventure video coming very soon. Bye guys!